Okay, so this is my home brew grid tie solar system. So right now I just have these two panels, these two running right now. I have them going in series. You can kind of see the connections here, and obviously I haven't buried the cable yet. I just wanted to try this out. But this is what I'm doing now is I'm using the solar to charge my car, my electric car. So let's go inside and I can show you what I got. Okay, so right here I have my grid tie inverter. Right now it is not. Here's the plug. I have it hooked up into an Alexa plug, which I can turn on and off remotely. So right now it's off. So it's there's a fault right now, which means it's not really generating any power, or it's not moving power to the grid. So what I can do now, here's my volt charger. This is a level 1. I have it plugged into a kilowatt meter. Right now it's charging my volt on consuming like 930 watts. So again, panel's not going on right now. They are not on. So I go to my Emporia app, which this is really handy if you want to measure circuits in your house. So right now it shows my garage is consuming 980 watts. So there might be a little bit else going on in my garage, not much, or maybe it's just a little bit inaccurate. So anyways, so right now solar is not on. And again, these two panels, they crank out. I mean, it's noon right now. So this is pretty much the peak time. So they're probably cranking out to over 200 watts. So what I'm going to do is turn on my inverter. So what I do is I'm just going to turn my Alexa plug on. So now this is booting up. And it's coming online. So now you can see my watts are decreasing, my consumption. So this means that the solar is partially charging my car. So it'll go down a little bit. Again, those two panels producing a little over 100 watts each, 125 watts probably. Once we get a better angle with the sun. But this is a $400 system. So the inverter was about $80. My panels, they were about 140 each, and they're Newpowa panels. They're two 170 watt rated panels. But again, they're only producing 125 watts at peak. But anyways, this is just how, I don't know, it's a simple way of, I'm going to expand like you saw the other two panels outside. So I have 4 panels total. I'm just waiting for another inverter. And you can actually stack those. So I can add another 200 watts, to this plug right here. And that'll feed the charger, which is then charging my car. So this is just, I mean, it's not going to charge the entire car, especially level 2. That's a whole nother animal. That would be a lot of power. You'd need many panels for that. But I'm hoping, maybe once I get around, I'd like to get another 2 panels, because I do have room on that that array that I have to mount 2 more panels. Then I got to get another inverter. So that, again, that's going to run me, another $300 to $400. But again, if I'm not charging my car, I can run my house on this. But little disclaimer, my power company does not know about this. And I believe the rumor is you can actually feed into the grid and get charged for it. So you're giving the power company free power, and then the meter is charging you for it, because apparently the meter only it doesn't monitor direction. It's either in or out. It's going to charge you. I haven't tested that yet, but anyways, so this is how I'm doing this. And again, this is actually 110 volt side of my panel. There's another, there's the other 110 side, which I'm going to hook up the other panels to when I get them, so it can kind of balance out the electrical feed into my home. So this is the inverter that I bought, micro inverter from SolarEpic. And again, this is a grid tie. You cannot do this with just a regular pure sine wave that you run off batteries that you charge off of solar. And this is safe from what I can tell, because like right now it's feeding power, but again, when I disconnect it, it goes into a fault, and it's not producing any energy right now. So I can touch. I mean, it's not doing anything. Again, I'll plug it in, start it up, and now the inverter's coming online again. So if power were to be lost in the grid, like a storm or whatever, just like your generators, you're not supposed to backfeed your home, because the generator will feed that down power line, and the workers will obviously not like that. So again, disclaimer, do this at your own risk, but this is how I'm just adding a little bit of solar power to my home on the cheap with no batteries. See ya.